thou son of man, take thee one stick and write upon it for Judah and for the children of Israel his companions. Then take another stick and write upon it for Joseph, the stick of Ephraim, and for the house of Israel his companion. And this right here is key, because we were asleep. We were the dry bones. The Lord caused Jake to come together with the shaking, the tumult. You know, the oppression of Esau caused Jake to come together and try to figure out what they can do. Then the Lord breathed the breath into them, caused the sinews and the skin to come upon them, made them a great army, made them to have that understanding. And this is why we need the 12 tribes chart, because it's in the scriptures as an indication to who the Israelites are, as a sign out there for Jake to look at and say, what do you mean by this? I see the Dominicans, that's me. So yeah, you from the tribe of Simeon. I see Negro, that's me. Yeah, you from the tribe of Judah. And that's what that sign is for. You can call it bait if you want, but the word is bait. Did not the Lord say, I will make you fishers of men? So when a fisherman goes out, what does he use? He used bait to catch the fish. Boy, the Bible, the truth is the bait. And this scripture right here is key, because the nation of Israel, we were divided. It says, moreover, thou son of man, take thee one stick, which is a plank, and write upon it for Judah. Who's Judah? The so-called Negroes. And for the children of Israel, his companions. Who's that? That's the southern kingdom, consisting of Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. And take another stick and write upon it for Joseph, the stick of Ephraim, because Joseph and Ephraim are synonymous one with the other. When you read about Joseph, you're reading about Ephraim. He had two sons, Ephraim and Manasseh. Ephraim became the greater of the two. That's why it mentions Manasseh, and it sometimes it'll mention Joseph, but Joseph and Ephraim are one and the same. The stick of Ephraim, which is what? The so-called Puerto Ricans, the tribe of Ephraim, and the rest of the other tribes. And for all the house of Israel, his companions, that's the rest of the tribes, on all the way down to Issachar. And join them one to another into one stick. Why? Because when you go back to the history, the Lord separated the nation of Israel after the time of Solomon, during the time of the reign of Rehoboam and Jeroboam. From that point on, the tribes have been severed, have been separated. But now the Lord is bringing them back together. And this is why that 12 tribe sign is so important. And they shall become one in thine hand. And this is why when you see the 12 tribe sign is what? One continuous plank with all the tribes on there, as commanded to be done, as the Lord commanded Ezekiel to do it. Now, did Ezekiel do that back then? No, because it wasn't time. Did the apostles do that back then? No. And why not? Because Israel knew that they were Israel back then. You didn't need that. But today, when we lost our way, we needed some type of guidance. We needed something to open up, our mind. And that 12 tribe sign is a great conversation piece, because even Esau comes up and asks about it, and then Jake comes up and asks about the sign, and that opens up a whole dialogue, a whole dialogue for to discourse about the truth. And if this particular individual who's an Israelite is of the elect, he'll get it.